I think the FedEx guy came over here and squished this metal roof with the top of his truck. We already replaced the gutter, but we had to order these panels, and now they're in. And also, there's no head wall on any of this, which is pretty insane considering they just ran these panels right up to the edge of the top of the wall and just stopped. They didn't do anything. You can see where the water can get in there. They have this high temp ice shield, which saved them over time. But we're going to replace these two panels that are busted, fix the drip edge there, and put new panels in. The problem is this is a field lock panel, so the field lock means that it gets locked over twice by mechanically by a tool, and you can see this lock. So we're going to cut off the middle of this panel so that we can kind of raise these up. But I'm also working with this and a hammer. You don't have to have any fancy tools. You just go up here, unlock it all, and then because we're cutting the middle of the panel, once we have that off, we'll be able to slide this panel to the left, and you can see the lock there. We're going to loosen this lock up too, take these two panels out, put new panels in, and be done with this mess. So I'll show you the progress once we have this open. But basically we're going to put in this board here, you pry up the lock, get this loose in the middle, push it over that way, it unlocks itself, and then we put the two new panels in, and that'll be that. Oh, and by the way, we're on top of the truck because we didn't feel like putting up a ladder. You love it? Alright, so here's what you do. You kind of work your way up, prying this thing up, move it, pry it up. Alright, ready? When you got to a point where it's kind of standing up like that, then you squeeze this panel up. And then they start to unlock. You can see from that side, right in here, they'll just pop up. These will just pop up. I don't know if I can get it there. But this will disconnect, and then we put the new panel in, and then we're done. I'll pretend I'm like a golf sports captain. He's using the hammer and the chisel to break open to break open the cleat that holds the metal on. He's got one more. He's taking that reach. He's almost got it. He's up. He's got it. If he can get this off, the panel will be free. There he goes. If he hits his hand, he might cry. Oh, he's got it. Also be careful not to cut your wrist in half. That metal. We'll put a little bit of duct tape on it. He's almost got it. One more hit. I think it's two more hits. Nope. That thing wants to be in there forever. There we go. And that's how you do it. He said, "Whoop."
It's supposed to be nice and straight, or
bring it up, yeah, as high, as straight as you can get it. So, got this back so that it has this bend here to receive the next panel that'll lock into it. And then we've got to unlock this side, and this side is a little more difficult. We have to stand this seam straight up, and then unbend a second time the metal, and bend that straight up, and then pull this panel. And we've got every tool up here, and we don't know how to use any of them, so good shape, not to worry. We brought every single bit known to man in the DeWalt toolkit. Now you got it. 2 hours later. Yeah. So then we have to unscrew all this. Thanks to the FedEx guy. I'm gonna blame FedEx or the mailman or somebody. Amazon. Huh?
Jeff Bezos.
It's always Jeff Bezos' fault. He needs to come out here. He's paying for this under his insurance plan. What if I ran this video with you just this whole time just taking screws out? Think anybody would watch it?
Okay.
Huh?
Slow-mo.
Just you screwing
Slow-mo.
all day. Yeah. This is Matt in action. Screwing on the job.
Shit, now people don't believe I work.
Well, they already know you're screwing everything. That's your official title? Guy that screws.
Official title.
Screwer. Yeah. Matt the screwer. Just all day on the job, just screwing him. I'm calling his wife. Do you know that Matt's been screwing on the job? Okay, we'll come back in about 2 hours. We'll watch Ramiro finish this off. And then when he goes home, he'll have arthritis for 7 days. Called in a real professional roofer who actually got on the roof instead of us hanging off of a truck.
If he can climb a wall, he can climb the roof.
You guys both don't have socks that go up higher? What the hell is this? You guys don't like socks that go up your leg? No? What do you call socks?
Half a sock.
No, what do you call it in Spanish? Sock.
Calcetas, calcetines.
How come you only have half a sock, dude? Aren't your ankles cold? How do you say ankle?
Tobillo.
See, it's cold. It's cold. Look. Look at his ankle. It's freezing. You need like a long sock. Go all the way up to your knees or something.
Give me a second.
Your sock? There goes. You need some moisturizer. Yeah. Well, now that you're moisturized, we can work again.
I'm going over top.
All right, we're teaching the new guy. Ramiro, meet metal, metal. Meet Ramiro. Matt is the roof doctor. Squeeze. Watch your eye.
Weird.
Yeah, make sure you get his glove in it. Teamwork.
One in the center. This center?
Yeah. Exactly. Professional. Very professional. So we lucked out. This panel from the top of the wall down is 68, and then we want to make a bend that goes underneath, so we usually make that about 1 inch. So we're going to mark this panel at 68 and 69 on the back of the panel. We're going to make sure that that lock is on the right side, and the part where we cleat it or put our fasteners goes down the middle, and then we have to cut the panel and bend the bottom part of the lock. So I'm just taking the panel and I flipped it upside down, and we're just gonna mark 68. On one side, and 69. This is where we'll cut it here, and this is where we'll bend into. Let's leave a little message for everybody. Ramiro loves Matt.
I love metal.
No, Matt. Even worse.
Yeah, right.
And then watch this. Ah. That's my head. I'm gonna buy you and Jose some longer socks. Look at this. All right, you have to do the next panel, so.
That's it. Now, in this one though, you're gonna actually want to cut here over and just a little bit off this edge here. So we're gonna fold this edge in.
Alright, so
That edge doesn't get folded in.
So you need.
I don't approve of that technique, but
And the only reason I'm doing it is because it's here.
yeah,
So to keep it lined up
yeah,
and the same.
it catches water.
Yes.
So get rid of this lip.
Somehow I lost all my sunglasses. I'm pissed. I just looked through my whole house.
$15. Yesterday I found them.
Yeah.
I was like, and they're safety glasses.
Yeah, they're great.
I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go get a pair. Except I can't rock the white.
In your truck last time I used.
I know I lost them all.
They're in the truck. You just
They're most likely in the truck. Yeah. Under the seat.
For a fucking year straight, I had his Oakleys. And I gave him the because I couldn't see. I was like, they're your dad's. I don't use them. They've just been in this truck.
I lost my prescription ones. They were like $400 in the ocean last time. I was so mad. My wife's like, "You're gonna lose them." I'm like, "Shut up, no, I won't." And then I lost them. A wave came and fucked me up. And then I lost them. You gotta have sunglasses on the beach
Yeah, see.
for multiple reasons. All right, bend her over. There's two sides to this little bending thing. I don't even know what you really call it.
Well, like half an inch.
One's 3/8, one's like an inch.
Sorry, this.
One is an inch. On this one,
You see the good face, huh?
got your best side, don't worry. All right. Rip this fucking plastic off, which I hate so much.
Love it.
And make sure it blows across the street.
I'm gonna have to set this thing back.
Right on somebody's windshield.
I don't prefer that method. I get it. It's on here now.
It takes 20 minutes to get a piece of paper off.
Fuck you.
It took less time to make the panel.
Yeah.
That's why I hate them.
Are you sure you found the right ones? Because Jose could be thinking snap lock.
Jose, better think better. Let's see.
Those are snap locks.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Is there actually like nicotine in those vape things you smoke, or is it just because you like smoking flowers?
Nicotine.
Is there?
He just likes having something in his mouth.
So what are you trying to do? Stop smoking, or you just use that whenever you feel like not smoking a real cigarette?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just-
3 inches.
do you have aluminum coil?
Yes.
We're gonna make it out of that. Yeah, 3 by 3, and make 4 of them, and then we'll bend them up here. Okay, kind of knew what we were doing, so it fit in here. It's definitely not the same color, but this has been on here a long time. and they've changed the metal process of painting these things, so closest match we could get. So anyway, the thing we were doing at the bottom was bending that stuff, and then that gets locked in down here. So this just slides up, and you can see it kind of lock in there. You don't want it super tight. You want it down a little bit because it's a little bit cold out. You need some room for a little bit of expansion. It's not going to do much, but just a little bit. You don't want it tight because then as it gets colder, if it gets real cold, it'll try to pull the drip edge up in the air. This is 24 gauge stuff, so it's going to be less likely to happen, but it's always good to leave a little bit of a space there for expansion and contraction based on temperature changes. Just because it's such a small run, it's not going to expand so much, and it can expand up and it can expand down on this one. Yeah, it probably minimal, but on a 30-foot run, this thing will move a 1/4 inch, if not more, on a 30-foot panel. So it's more important to be careful when you have like a longer panel.
Yeah.
All right, we got the panel in, and this is the first stage of bending the metal. And then there's a second pair of these benders, and they do the final turn. But what I like to do is just get this on here, and it holds the panel in place while I make these cleats. Now, we're making these custom cleats, clips, whatever you want to call them, because this is a repair. But we use stainless steel. Usually use a stainless steel clip that's pre-manufactured. So basically what I do is put this little thing here, fold this over. Now that I've got my correct height, you leave this over a little bit, so you're going to cut it so that you can fold this in underneath the panel. Not too much, not too little. You always want to be about 3 to 4 inches up from the bottom. That way you can take care of wind uplift and everything at the bottom and then at the top. And then we're just going to put these centered off in the middle. And you can screw these in, you can hammer these in. I don't really care because it's a repair. So that'll hold the panel down from wind uplift. This will hold the panel down because it's locked in underneath from lifting up. And you just repeat that process. Make a couple of these. One. Am I doing these? 2. I have more. I just need to bring more of these. Sometimes what I'll do is you go like this, and then you can turn it this way, and do that, and then you make your mark. You got another one of these. I like these screws and flat handhead screws so that the screws don't pop through the face of the panel. Also, that's why they're flat, but the screws also don't back out, so you won't have them trying to, like a nail would, unless you had a ring shank nail, pop up through the top of the panel over time. Because as wind tries to pull on these over time and the panels move around, that little nail is going to get loose and it's going to try to pop through from the bottom to the top of this panel. It'll create an imprint, or it could possibly even go through the panel over time, which you don't want to happen. So then we'll just install them up top. Then our next panel comes in and it'll lock in here. I'll show you what that looks like.
What?
Did you have to do anything?
I put it back here.
Oh, good. So that little piece that we cut, we left that little piece and then bent that in here, and then this will all get locked over. That's the first turn. We can turn all that, and then we can do the second turn, and then we'll stick our second panel in. Well, hold on, we'll make sure it fits first. We got to do some work on this. We have to turn this over so that it looks like this right now. We have to turn that to look like that. We just need a hammer or mallet or something.
There's a hammer on that there.
We probably need a mallet with like a rubber top to it, because this has to be folded down so that it looks like that.
So we need a...
All right, so we got to make this flat. We're going to do that so that that part of it goes on underneath, and then we can lock it in just like we're doing over here. So Matt is going to show you how to, after he dips a whole bunch of dips.
Dip.
What's that smell?
My ass.
What kind is it?
Spearmint.
I used to hate spearmint. I was one of the, I like the berry ones.
They don't have berry flavor.
No? They don't do that anymore? Why? Because it's too
They have berry, but not for this one.
too dangerous for the kids.
Oh, they don't even...
All right, this is the second bender. I usually keep the right hand side down and move the left side. It's a little tricky. Usually you want to start at the top, but no one wants to get up there, so we're starting at the bottom. And you squeeze again, and then move it up, and squeeze again, and then move it up, and then complain a little bit, and then move it up. Then wish you had stayed in school, and then move it up.
Being bad. Not even have a job.
And then wish it was raining and stayed home today, and then move it up. And then we can pray that hopefully this actually fits, because this next panel we put in doesn't fit, then everything Matt did we have to pull out.
Yeah, you're good. We're done throwing stuff down.
All right, last panel. We bent this over the correct way, and it doesn't fit. Slide it up there. There it is. Beautiful. We'll take that first bender and lock the left side one time so it doesn't move. Other side. Yep, nope, other way. That way, yep. Just throw it in the middle.
So you want to play this. When it comes out, squeezes.
So you want the part of...
I always leave the right, you gotta lock it in. I usually leave the right hand down, but I always keep my hand under the handle because it bends, it dents the panels. Push too hard, I just leave it there. We'll lock this panel in at the bottom.
What do you want?
Finish the bottom, and then we'll do the other side, lock that in, and then we're done. And if anyone wants to know who put the different color panel on, it's Ramiro.
Yeah, blame that.
Squeeze. All right. I'm gonna take that, put it on that side, and here. Here.
This right here, it's not. You're not gonna get it down.
Need the hammer and that steel plate for the bender.
Which steel plate?
Grab the bottom end.
Bottom half.
Good thing they have the biggest hammer in the world. There you go. Down. Now tap it in.
I'm gonna squeeze this one around. Let me get a small pry bar.
What's the deal? Oh, it's just curled.
That's going in the video.
All right.
That's it. Wait. Not good. Not good.
You got
You're
me?
good, you're good.
I thought you let go.
No.
We're doing this a little bit at a time. Usually I do a lot more, but because this is an old panel, I'll make sure it bends up underneath right. I got it. All right. Now all we gotta do is bend these two a second time, and we're done.
This one's not done.
Did you do the middle all the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
I only did some it and gave it to you so you can get this in so it didn't slide. I don't even know where the fuck this stuff is.
Well, you used one right there. If you fart, make sure it's right on Ramiro's head.
That love right now.
That is actually a bonus for you for working here. All right, that's it. They're in. And that is the end of the panel install. We used every tool in the truck.
And the truck.
We used every skill we owned. Ramiro used his techniques. Matt.
I drink well.
Cleat. Next is we got to put all the Z-bends in each one of these tops of the panels. Cut the stucco out. Put a head wall flash, counter flash. And I won't be here for that because I'm going home. Peace.